The Wilderness Coast Walk from Bem River to Mallacoota is a truly strenuous and remote multi-day expedition, strictly reserved for experienced hikers with expert navigational and aquatic skills. Join me as I take on this walk defined by its extreme isolation, relentless ruggedness, and spectacular coastline.
G'day guys, Matt Bowman, Outback Bowmans, and we're on a remote, gorgeous beach all to ourselves here. The only other footprints are a dingo, maybe a wild dog, and we're in the far south eastern corner of Victoria. We're east of Mallacoota, and we're going to spend the next 5 days walking back to Mallacoota. So our destination for today is the other side of that headland. That's Point Hicks. There's a lighthouse up top, and then a couple of k's behind that is our camp. Alright, while we're smashing out this bit of a beach slog, just talk a little bit about the logistics of this trip. I drove down on a Monday, took a week off work for this trip. Drove down on Monday, just stayed at the Mallacoota foreshore, parked there, just slept in the back of the car. And Dale from Mallacoota Cruises, he took me on the to the trailhead, did the transfer, really reasonable priced. And Dale's got just a wealth of local knowledge, so if you're in the area, not just hiking, just in the area in general, Dale's got a historic boat, the Lockhart. Take you on a cruise, and you'll learn more off Dale in an hour than you will reading books in a week. So yeah, look him up. I made it to the end of the beach here. A little bit of a crevasse to climb up here, and yeah, you can see by the water on the gear, it's set into just a pretty consistent drizzle. So I'm with the jacket, quick water stop, maybe a snack. We'll keep going. We're almost halfway done for the day, so it's only midday. So hopefully we make it to camp in time to set up before the worst of the rain hits. They're saying late afternoon thunderstorms, but never quite know. Could get here at any time. That almost looks like a pig rooting. Maybe it's a deer wallow. Nice little collection of flotsam and jetsam. Maybe whalebone? Dolphin maybe? Pretty cool. Get more right there. Oh, it's a different vertebrae. That's pretty sweet. How many extra Ks do I walk just for a shot? Should like and subscribe just for that effort, I reckon. Just at the end of West Beach, maybe because we had the rain, but there's a bit of a trickle coming down. You could definitely top up your water here. Second thoughts, the top end of this little runoff definitely looks like it's had deer wallowing in it, same as the previous headland. I don't think it's pigs, probably deer. We're in Victoria after all. Definitely treat your water. All right, jacket on, jacket off situation. Just did the grunt up Point Hicks, just making my kind of down and along the ridge now. And got just sort of half a bar of reception, at the top. Checked in with home, and I got an updated forecast. So Bureau Meteorology, the BOM, has got 35 to 40 millimeters of rain. Willy Weather's got 40 to 45, so 40 mil of rain expected, I guess, on average. So the hatches better be battened, I guess. Bit nervous about it. Haven't had the land shan in rain that heavy. So yeah, probably got 3 or 4 Ks, I think. Maybe a little bit longer to get to camp. So hopefully we get there before it starts bucketing down. I don't fancy trying to set up the tent when it's raining that heavy. Hoping to have it all squared away. Was going to have a rainy lunch at a lookout, but we'll better heed the warnings and stick to the open track. Find a spot for lunch later on. It's just gone 12:30, so it's getting to that time. How good's having a chair. Lunch on this trip, keeping it pretty simple. Just got a packet of wraps and a squeezy thing of peanut butter. Just super simple peanut butter wrap. Can't go wrong. This thing's pretty weighty, so keen to get through this and save a bit of pack weight. All right, we've made it to the Mueller River campground, and there's a water tank here, and we're gonna top up our water. You can stay here. There's like 40 sites here. It's pretty big. There's toilets and a water tank, but we're going to go another few Ks, I think about 2.5 or 3 Ks to Mueller Inlet. And yeah, it's not a drive-in site. It's only a hiker's site, so it's right on the inlet there, so should get there with plenty of time, with plenty of water. Back on the beach, very far off in the distance there, you can just see the silhouette of Point Hicks Lighthouse. Unfortunately couldn't get there because it's closed. A bit of beach walking ahead of us. Quick tip, if you're new to beach walking, especially when it's high tide and you don't have some hard packed sand to walk on, the high tide mark where there's a lot of shells, kind of spread your weight and stop you sinking into the sand a little bit. Definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Not orders of magnitude, but definitely makes it feel a lot better. So next time you're on a beach slogging through soft sand, find the high tide mark where there might be a line of shells, and you'll find the going a little easier. All right, first glimpse of storm clouds. It's been overcast and spitting all day, but I can see sheets of rain there. And it's a tease because the Thorough River's right here. I'd love to stop for a fish, but racing the downpour, so better get to camp. All right, the Thorough River is open and flowing out. Got the option of crossing here. The tide's pretty high. By the time I got my shoes off and dried and got back onto the next bit, I can backtrack along the bank over here, and there's a bridge and inland route. Given how high the tide is and how soft the sand is, I'm going to take that option, I think. Well, after just a little bit of bush bashing, found the bridge. Unfortunately, it means there's a bit of a road bash. It should only be about a K or so Oh, here's what it is. Better than getting wet. First glimpse of the Mueller. Looks good. Looks like it might be slightly open to the ocean as well. We'll have a look at that in the morning. Low tide should be fine. Well, we arrived at camp. We booked campsite number 6. That's campsite number 6. Is there anything wrong with this picture? There's number 4. And there's a couple more around the way, and the water is just all the way up. Completely flooded. So I think I'm going to have to trudge back and hopefully beat the rain and stay at the other campground. There was no one there. I have booked a campsite here, but I can't use it. So I'm sure if a ranger pulled me up, they'd understand. But yeah, I can't stay here. Hatches are battened. Everything's nice and tight. Rain's just starting in the nick of time, so I'm gonna get everything set up inside. And then I might just lie there for a moment before I cook dinner. Oh, might be dinner in the vestibule tonight. We'll see how we go. Hopefully you can hear me over the rain, but dinner tonight is this Radix Mexican chili. Not had this before, have not even had this brand before. 33 grams of protein, gluten-free. Yeah, see how we go. It's actually really good. Yeah, the Radix Mexican chili. Gonna smash this. Morning, bit of a damp pack up. I don't know if we got like the full 40 mil of rain that was predicted, but it definitely properly rained, and the Lenshan held up really well, to be honest. So I pretty happy with it, and much nicer day today. The sun's actually starting to break through. I think it's going to be a bit more of a partly cloudy sort of day. Got the shorts on. Got 3 water crossings today. Hopefully the tide's low this morning, if I remember the forecast correctly. And if not, we just might get a bit wet. Let's hit it. Got a slight calf complaint. Just started to feel a little bit tight. Just when I turned back from that camp that was flooded yesterday, a bit of a steep hill out of that, and I just started to feel it. It's a bit tight this morning. I think it's fine. I took some Nurofen, gave it a stretch. Just keep an eye on it through the day. What a morning. Successful crossing. I was just thinking, if I'd done this last night, like I turned around and went up along that bridge, I would have got to the other end and wouldn't have been able to get to the campsite anyway. I would have had to kind of camp on the beach. Fresh water would have been a little bit of an issue, but yeah, bit of an adventure, but things are working out. Good fun. Sunglasses deployed. Wouldn't have thought it after yesterday. Patchy cloud around, but shaping up to be a nice one. I think the worst day is to have to walk across creeks. It's only going to be about a top of 16 or 17, but peak hiking weather when the sun's out on a day like that. Love it. All right, on to water crossing number 2. All right, here we are at the second of our 3 water crossings for the day. Again, this looks pretty tame. That was pretty easy. Hot tip though, even if you're doing a mild river crossing like this, sand can be super soft and you can get buried, so always undo your pack so you can get it off easy. You don't want to be stuck in soft sand wearing your pack. Could end pretty badly, so always undo your straps. Right, I've decided to stop here for a bit of a fish. Haven't fished yet, and I've got a new rod. I've got this Shimano Raider travel rod. If you watch my last hiking video, my little brother, my previous rod broke, so this will be the first time I'm using this, so probably means I won't catch anything, but I did see a flathead lie just in the shallows here. So I'm on the corner just behind me, and I'm just going to spend 20 minutes or half an hour flicking a couple of plastics around, see what I get. Might get my calf into some water as well, that might help it too. It's a great colour too. It's sort of coppery colour. Really like it. Let's go. Oh well, no luck with the fishing. The taste of the water, it's super fresh, so I don't know whether that makes them a little less hungry, but also can't actually really tell where the holes are. So walked around for a bit, but it's gone 9 o'clock, so time to get some food in us and get walking, because this is pretty much the start of the day, even though we've been going for about, well, probably left camp an hour ago, so got a long way to go, so we better pack up our fishing gear and get to it. This morning's breakfast, bit of the old scroggin, like the one with the white chocolate in it. Alright, it was nice to stop and have a fish, a bit of food. But got about 15 k's of beach walking ahead of us. It's going to be close to a 20k day today. Yeah, 15 of it along the beach. The tide's pretty high, but the sand, at least for now, is pretty firm on this beach. We'll punch this out. Probably won't feel much unless I happen across anything particularly exciting, but yeah, it might be just head down and charge along this beach. Beautiful day for it though. Absolute cracker. Where would you rather be? My left calf's starting to give me a bit of grief. It's quite tight, a bit of pain. I think just constantly, it's twisted walking on the sloped beach for so long, especially in the soft sections. And there was a couple of times there, just in the last kilometre or so, where I almost felt like I was about to cramp. So I'm gonna pump myself full of water and electrolytes, and I'll take some more painkillers. I took some ibuprofen at camp this morning. I'll take some paracetamol now, and then I'll alternate between the two. And we'll keep an eye on it. Not fun. Pretty good spot for a sit down though. This first section, right at the start of Ram Head. Pretty hard to follow the track. There's a few little, I'm not sure if it's the track or the just kind of, you know, game trails, but yeah, picking my way through. Definitely take your time. If you're doing this in summer, recommend some gaiters. I've been checking in with the All Trails app every now and then just to make sure I haven't veered too far off the track as well. Do a bit of a course correction. So yeah, there's not much to the track, I'll show you. So I've just come up over the beach there, over this rock onto this rock, and I don't know if you can make that out, but that's the closest thing to a track that I can see. So I'm following it. I think that's a whalebone. Just found it lying on the thing here. I've just propped it up. Got this hollow section. Maybe part of the flipper. Wow, that's cool. I thought it was wood at first, but getting close here, you can see it's pretty porous. That looks pretty bone-like to me. Cool. Another section here where it's boggy. There's a couple of gross looking puddles that you could probably fill up if you were desperate. We've still got a litre, only about 7 k's to go to hit a camp with a tank, so we're okay. But I'm just prodding along here. Actually, there's a pool up there, might be the best bet. Sort of halfway along, there's a pool here, so if you're desperate, that might hold water for you. Just make sure you filter it, probably double treat it, I reckon. Anyway, I'm prodding along. I can hear frogs, and I am still, yeah, just mildly concerned about snakes, even though it's the last week of autumn. Alright, I think I spooked myself out with thought of snakes, so I've come to the headland. It's beautiful, but it's slow going. Crabs everywhere, it's pretty fun. And yeah, but it's a bit less muddy, a bit more sure underfoot. Alright, water update. Once you pass the main boggy bit on a couple of big boulders, you got this pretty sizable pool. It looks pretty tannin, but it's not green. I'll give it a taste and see if it's fresh. Yes, fresh. Or very slight tinge of salt. If you were desperate, you'd take that, but yeah. If you fill up at the other camps, carry at least 3 litres, you should be right, but maybe a bit more in the summer months. Anyway, lots more rock hopping to go. Let's get to it. I'm not filming too much of this, but some proper rock hopping going on here. It's sketchy in parts because you go from these like mossy boggy bits to lichen covered rock, so everything's just a little bit slipperier than you'd like. I'm at least halfway. Keep picking our way slowly. It's taking it out of me though, and it's eating up a lot of time. Well, it doesn't look like a lot, but every one of those rocks is like standing on a bar of soap. My butt's wet. I've slid the pack off. Hopefully, good plain sailing. This is slow going, hey? This rock hopping along Ram Head. Whew. What an adventure. That's why we do it. Just taking my time and being super cautious. I've only fallen over once so far, so we'll see how we go. Made it. Oh, yeah, it's about an hour and a half of hardcore rock hopping. I only fell over once on a slippery rock, but I'm cooked. The tide's definitely coming in, and I'm gonna take this gap. We're going down. Go where we can. We made it. It's a sheer sand cliff. We do not want that coming down on top of you. That'd be good night. Some pretty gnarly erosion. See, there's a bit of a cliff there. I had to scoot between that rock and it was only about a metre, and then there's this here, so I went up around the vegetation, but yeah, a bit sketchy. And I think at the turn off now, so almost done with all the rock hopping. Oh, the erosion here is no joke. I just had to scramble along the side of this dune. Nearly lost it here, you can see. I hope this is the way. I've just made the call to try to get on top of this dune. And we're hands and knees scrabbling up this hill. It looks level up here at least. Adventure. Oh. I have no idea if this is a track. Just don't see any other way. Okay, I think I've cut in and met up with the trail. Far out. What a slog. Be lucky to make it to camp at dark at this rate. Hopefully it opens up. So there's two entrances. The first one is one I took, and you'd only take that if you had to at high tide with that erosion like I did, and stay low, stay close to the coast. If there's a track that goes to the main track into the camp, I couldn't find it, but I've dropped back down here. It's like a little bit of a gully, and there's actually a marker, a signpost. I've been bush bashing for a little while. I'm a bit cooked. It's 3 o'clock. If this track's good, I should get there in an hour. If not, I'll be pushing to make it by dark. All right, this track's okay. It's a bit overgrown in places, but all in all pretty good. And yeah, about a K out and we just ran out of water. So probably had the perfect amount if we didn't, you know, have that like, where's the track moment. But yeah, we're doing well. Probably some more electrolytes for me when I get back to camp. Winging Inlet. Sun's just dipped behind the horizon. Might be just setting up the tent in dark, but what a spot. Might be a bit dark, but yeah, it's bang on 5 o'clock. 9 hours hiking today, and I've topped up some water and I set up the tent. I don't think you'll see much of me tonight. I'll yeah, check in just before bed, I think. Look at this cheeky dog. Old one-eyed possum eyeing off my dinner. Absolutely not afraid of people.
going to be an issue all night, isn't it? Psst. Cheeky bugger.
G'day guys. I'd say good morning, but I'm not having the best of mornings, I'll be honest. I have been having a lot of trouble with my calf. I've probably mentioned it a few times yesterday, but yeah, last night it really started to get bad. Once I stopped, once it cooled down, and a couple of times when I rolled over last night, it actually woke me up. So yeah, bit rough. So given that crossing wing and the inlet just here is kind of the point of no return, I made the difficult, but I think the sensible decision to call it. I've messaged Dale from Mallacoota via satellite, and he's going to come pick me up tomorrow morning. So I've got a day to just chill here. If I'm feeling good, I might wander down and go for a fish, but I might just rest up and put this thigh kind of out of calf, not thigh, this calf out of action for a day and just let it recover. Pretty flat, I'll be honest, but I guess we will have to come back. We'll come back and finish this off when my leg's in good shape, and I'll definitely bring you guys along with me. But yeah, bit disappointing. It's just the old body letting me down. Got everything else prepared. 45 in a couple of weeks, so probably a bit of that about it. Old man injury, the calf. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a coffee, kick back here and settle in for the day.